ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, TheScoreEsports.com, Mountain Dew, and ESEA.
Hello everybody and welcome back to ESL Pro League. Last map of the evening here, and it's going to be Dust2 again.
Wow, my favorite map to cast and watch of all time, and even play. That's sarcasm. Sorry, I had to lay that out. I don't want people to actually think that I like Dust. Okay, you know, I've played my share of Dust2, Jason.
You've played a lot of Dust2.
Yes.
What is your favorite Dust2 win you've ever had in a tournament?
It was against Mouse Sports. Yes,
I knew
you
it.
know it because because when we shook their hands, it looks like their entire team was about to cry.
You guys came back from like 2-13 or something. Relatively sadistic of you, of course, but I mean, let's move past that.
Let's move past that.
You lost first half like 2-13 in that game.
Yes.
You came back and forced overtime.
Well, here's the awesome part about coming back. We're kind of doing
Outside
our thing.
of the crying, of course.
We kind of, you know, everything we did was not working, and so we're like, screw this. Let's just rush everywhere. And we literally just rushed for like 15 rounds straight, and we ended up taking overtime and winning.
Yeah, that's I remember that game.
Yeah.
My brother was playing with you.
Yeah, good old hair. I miss
That's
him.
the game actually when Mouse Sports went to WEG over in Korea. It was Gore who got homesick.
Yes.
And flew home, and Mouse Sports brought my brother.
Yeah, and they got, what, second place, I believe, at the tournament?
I don't remember.
It's like second or third. They did pretty well with hair, and he did an awesome job. He did. Him and Blizzard, tag team.
Tag team?
Tag team.
All right. Cool.
Wait, was God B on that team?
I have no idea.
He
That was
on
way. That was like
on
2004.
He was on old Mouse Sports. He was.
Okay. Cool. A little bit of a history lesson there for you guys. So that's not why we're here. We're here for the second map of EchoFox and Cloud9, which will be starting shortly. There are 10 players in the server. I mean, okay, so as a player, have you ever had to do something like this, where you play the same map twice in a row against the same team?
I think maybe once or twice. It's not very common, at least back then. I can't kind of imagine. I've had experiences where, like, say, in boot camp, we played a certain team like 10 times on a map, or like a lot of times, and then we play them in the tournament. So it's kind of like maybe the same mentality.
Okay, so what is the mentality you have to bring to it?
You can't play your kind of style. You kind of have to mix it up a little bit. So for Cloud9, I would like to see them get a little more cheeky on counter-terror side.
A little more cheeky?
A little cheeky. Stop playing 3A, 2B. Maybe move the AWP around a little bit.
Okay.
So be a little, maybe take away 2E from B. I mean, they only hit B 2 times, and he's kind of like, he's your big impact player. Why is he in a site where he's only, seen for 2 rounds of the whole match, or the whole half? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think this favors Cloud9 or EchoFox at all? So that was a cell phone.
There's a cell phone. It happened. We all have cell phones. It's cool.
It's professionalism. My bad. Go on while I change this.
I think this definitely favors Cloud9 because they're the type of team to, you beat them once, they're going to learn, they're going to adapt. They have people watching the matches and stuff also, so they're going to talk to them like, hey, what do we have to do differently? And, because it's not like Cloud9 used all their stuff on that map. They have other setups, they have other things that they can do, as said by Ryu. And so I think they're going to tell them, please do this strat a couple times, mix it up, stop doing this thing, They have a lot of feedback. They're a professional organization, okay? They have coaches, they have analysts. They're going to help them out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you'd hope so. You'd hope they just come in, and it did seem like they were just kind of running out of gas there at the end of that game. They really lost control of that. They had a big lead, and even I think once EchoFox gained the lead, I didn't see any ways Cloud9 was really going to get back into it. They seemed to be just kind of lost at that point. Those A hits. I mean, for me, what I want to see Cloud9 do in this second map of Dust2 is actually defend that A bomb site, because obviously that retake was not working.
Yeah.
Not working well at all. So I would like to see them put a little bit more bodies there, have a little bit more of a dedicated to at least chip away at the player count of EchoFox as they enter the site. Maybe just flat out defend it and just crush a hit. But Skadoodle playing at Car every single round, EchoFox just ate that up.
Yeah, they knew it. They kind of had a really awesome idea that, hey, this guy plays this spot, majority of the map, let's just work up catwalk. So maybe have the AWP more in catwalk sometimes, you know, because you saw a pattern. Teams love taking up catwalk. They love holding it. So why not just have an AWP? You know, be something different.
Be something different.
Be something different. Push out on cat. Take cat. You know, have a nade set up cat where you just throw a bunch of nades and molotovs that they're about to execute. You know, a lot of teams are just smoking and throwing 10 flashes off. It's not really like a on contact, let's just all hop out and catch them off guard. So you could actually kind of cheat it a little bit by having a person with a nade out and have a guy spotting. You know, something different.
Yeah, that would actually be cool. One thing that I noticed they weren't doing in that first map on defense was Freakazoid dropping down was finding Skadoodle frequently when he would drop down. So Cloud9, they would play. They weren't like really playing anyone in CT spawn or on ramp to really defend against it. A lot of time they had 2 players out towards the long and just Skadoodle opping, and there's no one to really defend Skadoodle if someone drops like that. I mean, it's all down to him hitting his shot when that corner comes with all those flashbangs and molotovs in his face. So maybe just putting a player on that CT ramp. Someone who can like just turn from a flash and then turn around and kill Freakazoid as he drops down. That would be cool.
That's all. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Simple solution to these problems.
Simple solution sounds easier said than done. One also thing is like maybe instead of having Shroud in the pit all the time, maybe have the Auburn pit and have 2 riflers on the rail kind of crossfiring because EchoFox love hopping a person down. You've seen in many maps. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it this match most likely. It worked. It's going to happen. So you gotta kind of change it just a little bit. Just a little tweak.
Can you? I want to go in depth about this mustache you're growing.
Okay. Yeah, you like that? I like that dirt on my lip. Yeah.
Not that in depth.
Okay.
But let's scale it back a little bit.
Let's scale it back. Okay.
Is this like a? Is this like a Chicago sports thing? The mustaches. I mean, you have a lot of sports commentators. Obviously, the super fans from SNL are wildly popular.
Oh, yes. Mike Ditka, very famous Chicago Bears coach.
Powerful mustache.
He has a very powerful mustache.
Is that the kind of the style you're going into?
So it's kind of an influence. I'm coaching a team as well, so like I feel like I have to have a coach stash.
So you feel like Ditka is going to be like your main source of coaching inspiration?
Yeah, I think so. I'm a big fan of him. He won a Super Bowl for the Bears. The Bears are bad, but they're bad now.
They won the Super Bowl a long time ago.
They're one of the best teams in history, as they say. But
85 Bears.
85 Bears, best defense.
Hurricane Ditka.
Hurricane Ditka. I want to transfer his essence into me. Like just I want to. Maybe it's all in the stash. Maybe it is. You see coaches with that mustache. You're like, why? That looks weird.
Yeah. So you thought you'd go down that same route?
Yeah. I don't mind looking a little weird. So I could, it's for winning.
Speaking of weird, have you talked about the glasses on stream yet?
No, I haven't. I don't think so.
Because I know everyone's wondering if those are gunners or not.
They are not gunners.
Okay.
I've got these tinted for $5 at a glasses store. You could do it any color you want. You guys should check into that if you have glasses. Blue, yellow, purple.
And you should grow a mustache.
And you should grow a mustache. It looks really creepy.
Well, the first step to recovery is admitting there's a problem, and I think we've got you on the right track.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate
We are
going to
go live now. Thank you for the mustache story while we buy some time.
And Cloud9, they're not doing their B setup right now. Actually, I don't even know if they even rushed B. I already forgot. I'm sorry, Jason. But it looks like what they're doing, they left bomb and T-spawn. So hopefully one of them will get it before they execute a strat. That's always tragic when some teams do that.
Yeah, I mean, Skittle's right there, so he's definitely going to grab it.
Good.
And let's see. Yeah, nothing has a Molotov smoke. And Shroud just uses one as well. So flashbang up catwalk. There's a pretty decent mid presence. You can see Freakazoid towards CT spawn. Roka's there as well. So I mean, they did get mid to B split in the last maps pissed around from Cloud9. So you can see EchoFox adjust a little bit to make sure that doesn't happen again. Try to like gamble, play those mind games. There's a smoke. That's going to block off CT spawn. Molotov into the site. Flashbang blind Shazam. So he's going to burn a little bit before he's able to recover. He does fall. And there's long. Freakazoid gets 1 kill, but the site is lost. And that's a good find right through the smoke, Freakazoid. The fadeaway as he's running back. And this bomb is going to get planted for long, and Stewie's on that side of the cross with the USP. So he's got to just stay alive. He's the insurance policy. And here comes the retake. Oh, Freakazoid with a jumping shot. He's having one hell of a round, although nothing finally shuts him down. Stewie's here as well. He can't fall back in time. He's got to take this duel. That's a good find because Roka got his teammate down into a one-on-one. Sean's got no armor and no kit. I don't even know if he knows where the kit is, and it won't matter. Stewie with another tap negates all the work Freakazoid did. And another terrorist pistol round on Dust2 for Cloud9.
That was a nice little retake shots by EchoFox, but unfortunately Stewie he's on fire right now. Don't keep him in B, please. Please, just spread him out. Spread his wings, let him fly.
Let him fly.
You can't cage up Stewie. You can't cage him up.
Can't cage a beautiful butterfly. Well, there's a
face.
Yeah, that's that nade that you were making fun of in the last match.
So look at 2 nades, it still only did like...
No, it was only 1 nade that time, I think.
Was it nade?
I don't know. Could have been 2, I doubt it.
Sounded like 2.
Well, it definitely hit him in the leg and just dropped at his feet. So 55 damage to Skadoodle.
Looks like they're just going to set up long. Cloud9, they do have the rifle range, but Roka does have a scout, but he's in B, so that's not going to help.
The tough part is Stewie's going to be all alone. They're going to push on him. That's a nice shot for him. He gets dinked up, gets a second kill, but now he's got the intel. He knows there's 2 more players in mid, and he also took out 2. So at most, Cloud9's going to encounter 1 player in the site. They actually meet no resistance. So bomb's going to get planted. And once again, it's that kind of situation where does EchoFox decide to just save this MAC-10 and armor, save the scout, and it looks like that's the decision they've come to.
Yep, that's the smart thing to do. Save your armor for next round, because you never know. Next round, you might be able to kill 4 people with a scout, just like Stewie did.
That was pretty cool. I highly doubt that happens twice in the same map. But either way, speaking of which, it's less likely now that the scout has been taken off the map.
Where did he? Oh, he died from...
I think he was trying to... I didn't actually see where he got killed from. But either way, the scout's gone. 2 players for EchoFox and T-Spawn, just looking for exits or just trying to stay alive. So everyone's going to get away with what they've got. Good start for Cloud9.
Good start, but again, this happened last time. They got
yeah, they
that
got
early
up to
lead.
5-0, I think it was, or it might have even been more.
Yeah, I think it was a little more. I mean, they were pretty hitting their shots. They were just destroying EchoFox. I think at one point it was like 8-3 or 9-3, and then EchoFox just comes back. But they do have a MAC-10. They have 2 armors. You know, CZ. 5.7. Ooh, better watch out for that 5.7, Jason. It's a good gun. It's OP. Please fix.
Please fix. Why not? And Stewie now, he's going to turn the corner. He finds Shazam. Freakazoid does trade him off. There's that 5.7 coming into play. Another flash comes out. Automatic. He gets blinded up. Another kill with the 5.7. Finally, Shroud shuts him down. And it's all good from here. 3 on 2. They know there's a presence out towards long. And again, it's going to be another free plant. So a little bit of a defense mounted. 2 kills go the way of EchoFox, but it's going to be a 3rd round. So Cloud9, I mean, this is looking much like just deja vu. 3-0 quickly for Cloud9. All comes down to that next round where, I mean, again, Shazam's going to have money for the AWP. They're going to have all their rifles. So that's where EchoFox will start to mount this defense.
Get some money, get some guns. Got an AK. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Cloud9 can continue their T-side dominance at the start of the first gun round. Rick's, he does have 100 armor still, so he can only buy head armor for 350.
What a deal.
Which is a plus.
What a deal.
It's a plus, you know. You gotta take all the money you can get, all the discounts you can get, you know. He has a head armor coupon at his local store. He's gonna buy some
thrift shop.
Buy some good old head armor from Salvation Army or wherever you buy head armor these days.
I would not know. I have no answer to that question.
Who does, Jason?
This is actually, there's some good B spawns here for Cloud9 if they want to take advantage of that.
They did.
Not the best.
I think they rushed B on the 5th or 6th round last half.
It was the, yeah, I think it was the 5th. I think it was the 5th. Yeah, it worked perfectly that time, but this time they don't go for it. They're going to do a fast long presence, and actually, I think nothing might have spotted Freakazoid as he runs through the fire, but he's blind now. Flashbang goes off, nothing blind again. He's in the smoke, just biding his time, and Automatic just eliminates him. Does the work for nothing. Good teamwork. We're going to be prepared for Ricks against the wall. He's out in the open. He felt like he couldn't fall back, and he's going to get punished for it. And they've even spotted up Shazam. They know he's at car. There's the Molotov to force him out, at least force him back. He's in the open, and Skidoo's going to take the duel and win it. Shazam had an opportunity, but maybe just flustered, fighting in the flames, stuck between the cars, and there's been no damage taken from Cloud9 yet. So again, a pretty dominant start to this half for C9, just like we saw the first time around.
And Stewie holding those tunnels. He's going to cut off any rotation. He spots Roka, but doesn't hit the shot. Now they kind of have an idea where Stewie is. They want to save their gun. He gets headshot through the wall.
Yeah, right through the pillar. And he's being mindful behind him as well. He's waiting for the pressure to come from below. And there's Roka. Waits for his teammate, waits for Shroud, and they systematically just delete him from the map, and there goes Sean as well. So complete clean out for Cloud9, excuse me.
Yeah, Sean Garris and Roka was a little kind of spread out right there. I wish they would have maybe worked together a little more in that situation. Sean Garris was in a weird spot because he probably could have been shot from CT spawn. At that time, maybe try to push in the B tunnels a little sooner. They could have saved a couple guns if that was the case. Scudoodle coming for that long pick. He does not spot anyone cross. And it looks like Cloud9 is going to already have control of long A. Looks like EchoFox are pushing the B tunnel. Stewie gets 2 headshot kills, making it look easy.
Yeah, really nice transfer onto that second kill, because he was committed to that fight. He was out in the open by the time he realized there were 2 players, so the only thing he could do was win both of them or die. So nicely done from him, and that, I mean, still Cloud9's pressing the issue over towards A despite those 2 kills. I mean, it is against just pistols. You only lose 1, so not bad.
Headshots.
Headshots all over the place.
They like to headshot. Cloud9, that is. Look at that. That was butter. That was butter. Little Bill Burr reference. I like Bill Burr.
Yeah, you do like to Bill Burr.
He's a funny guy.
Graffiti on the wall.
He's a great guy. And looks like Cloud9, look, they're going to do the B rush again on the 6th round this time. Oh.
Yeah, the tough. Well, they're not going to rush it, but yeah,
trying to.
Roka has an op. They did this double op setup again with Roka, and he's got 1 kill, but he misses that shot over the top of the barrel, and now he's in a tough spot. Automatic does find him. Sean couldn't get in there to help. He does throw a flash, and it feels like he's got to commit to it, but it's a little bit of a mistake. Shazam at least takes out Shroud towards long, so they can get relatively comfortable setting up for a retake here. Bomb's not planted yet. All 6 players left alive are over at this B site.
Rix is already flanking in tunnel, so he has a pretty good position. He needs to make a play here for Shazam and Freakazoid, who are outside the tunnels. Automatic gets flamed out, but he does 5 damage.
Yeah, I mean, he's at least still pretty safe. That Molotov forced him away. The next battle is going to be this player coming from tunnels. That smoke, though, he's going to come right through it. Stewie knows he's there, and he's just waiting. Nothing going to dodge a flashbang, jumping up. Automatic finds a kill. And that might be it for EchoFox. I don't know if they can do this. Rix finds a kill. Shazam's got to come in quickly, but nothing takes the fight to Rix. And Shazam's already bailed out while all this is happening, so he felt the fight was lost. Rix just couldn't get away. A 6th round for Cloud9 now.
Look at that. They're rushing B again on the 5th, 6th round. Maybe it's a mind thing like, hey, we rushed B last map. Maybe we won't do it again. Or maybe we will.
Well, I mean, even with winning the opening battle, I mean, Roka just couldn't get any more. That's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, Shazam's already running away by the time that goes down. Rix is just far too committed to get safe. So full losing bonus is in the way of EchoFox. That's why they're able to buy here. And Roka buys up at the end. So he's got a 5.7 full utility. And often 3 rifles. But Stewie's going to win another battle. So Stewie's really come alive. I mean, it seems like for Cloud9, he's just like, all right, guys, I'll just take it.
You know, I'm going to just hold it together, guys. I'll be the entry killer, the clutcher. I'll just do everything for you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, his teammates helping him out, flashing. And he tried to out-peek Shazam, but Shazam is sliver peeking that. He's hitting the tip of his elbow.
He's toying with death there, trying to bait out the shot, and he needs a bullet for it.
Yes, he does. And now Freakazoid takes over Pit.
I've noticed, actually, Shazam is very good at his trigger discipline when people are trying to bait out his shots around corners. That's one thing I've noticed about Shazam as an opper. So pretty impressive stuff. I've seen him do it many, many times.
Great opper. Hopefully he has a better team mentality, you know? A little mindful of his words and personality. Hopefully he stays positive when their team is down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It looks like Cloud9, they are going to do their catwalk take.
There's a Molotov on Freakazoid. If he notices these nades coming off Catwalk, he can delay this. He can really negate a lot of the nade usage, and he's not using it yet. Oh no, they're gonna have free access, really. I'm not even sure he realizes he has it. Maybe he's just not thinking about it whatsoever, but good flash usage from Cloud9 again to blind Shazam. He hasn't been able to get comfortable. There goes Freakazoid, so he's gonna get one. Coming through the smoke, he cannot recover onto nothing. A good take. The bomb fell, which is why you see Skadoodle being aggressive there. And Automatic cleans out Elevator, but it is down to a one-on-one, and that smoke is going to disappear shortly. Did the bomb drop between the box? No, he recovers it. Okay. That scared me for a moment. And Sean's playing this one very passively, which lets Automatic get away. The timing is with him. And I believe that might also... It'd be interesting to see if he pulls out this Molotov to see if that's Sean's. I thought it might have been on Freakazoid's body since he didn't use it.
Yeah, that was a weird plant by Automatic. He spots the middle, and he plants kind of a bad spot, so it looks like he's probably going to go for the kill here, because it's not a great plant. He's trying to peek on Sean Garrison and how he spots him. It's a little aim battle here.
Yeah, a big one-on-one, and just Automatic using the time on the bomb. He knows Sean's got to chase him down, and he's got a decent angle just for the headshot, and he recovers nicely. As well, I mean, even in a one-on-one, doesn't use the Molotov, just confidence, gun out.
I mean, sometimes people make a lot of mistakes by pulling out nades in a one-on-one, and I just say, you know, sometimes a nade will kill a person, but a headshot always kills a person, most of the 99% of the time.
You need to write a book.
Yeah?
With all these sayings.
What should the title of the book be, then?
Balls Out with DeBears, with Eric DeBears. Yeah, Balls Out, an Eric DeBears Stromberg story.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you added that.
That would be like a biography, yeah.
Because if it was just Balls Out, it might be put on somewhere else on the shelf that people won't be able to access to, you know, if you're under 18. It might get a little weird at that point.
Yeah, well, it would be a giant picture of you with a mustache, so.
Yeah, gotta get the mustache going.
That would be like the inner leaf picture.
Yeah, this is only like, I think, a week and a half. Maybe we'll see how, I'm gonna not shave it for like a month. See how it goes. I've never tried it before.
Okay. Let's circle back. Let's get this back on track. So
Focus.
It's 7-0 for Cloud9 now. EchoFox, what's the big difference? Is what's the change that EchoFox needs to make?
They were trying to play more people on Catwalk, but that was on an eco round. Maybe if they play it on a gun round, they'll have a little more success.
Okay.
Shazam's not hitting his AWP shots. I mean, he'll hit one shot, but then just get completely rolled over. It's almost like Cloud9's doing exactly what EchoFox was doing to them on the T side by hopping down spawn, tossing the smokes and stuff like that. So definitely having the AWP on the rail by car area seems to be a very big weakness to the strat that they're doing, hopping down, smoking stuff. So maybe have two riflers in A, maybe the AWP towards middle, maybe have like a 2-1-2, kind of like if they take A catwalk, let's push through middle. Let's push through tunnels. Let's cut off a whole side of the map. You know, just kind of try something a little different.
So lose map control at A and just take it back elsewhere.
Yeah, take it back somewhere else. You know, because if you don't have a really good retake A strat, you're just gonna lose every round if you just keep getting run over trying to hold for those angles, which EchoFox has been trying to do, and they have not succeeded yet.
Well, there's so much money built up for Cloud9 now as well. That's the tough part. And against just pistols, if they can get out of this, you know, if this is a pretty clean round for Cloud9, which it could be, although they are basically rushing Catwalk. There's 3 players here now, there's 2 out towards long. So this could get scary. And Freakazoid with that 5-7. You said they were danger. Oh, what?
5-7.
All right, Roka. That's, well, it's P250.
Pay 250.
But it's got them dollar bills on it, so he goes for another one. Can't land that. Skadoodle with the up, trying to use this range, and Shazam with the deagle is just trying to grab that headshot, that one bullet headshot. Nothing's got to be very careful. It seems like he knows Sean pushed long, like they were in some kind of a duel. He's being very, very careful. And yeah, it's got to be, because Sean is so incredibly passive with his positioning in T-spawn. So bomb is down on Catwalk. It's a 2-on-3, but it's basically a 2-on-2 at this A site. And still no rifles have been salvaged for the EchoFox side. And Rix might not even be aware that nothing's coming long. There's a Tech 9 kill for Skadoodle, and nothing finds his. So quickly, the danger is stopped, abated.
Yeah, that was a mistake in EchoFox right there. They had a man advantage, and they were pretty spread out. As you saw in their little setup, they had one person, like, they weren't together. You know, just use your numbers, try to work one way. You know, you can't just stop and hold an angle and hopefully they walk there. You got to make a play in those kind of situations. Either all play together, let's play for the bomb, because once they have to put down the bomb, pretty much a 1-on-3 because one guy's planning, the other one's having the gun out.
Well, Sean, off the back of a Skadoodle miss, Sean grabs the AK and just bails out. So, I mean, they've done a good job, at least in this round, EchoFox, of they get 3 kills, so that they put a little bit of a dent, a minimal dent, into the Cloud9 economy. And they get an AK-47 for themselves into the next round, so that's money they won't have to spend on a rifle, on an M4. So, not bad, all things considered, but, I mean, that's just not fair. 2 jumping shots.
Yeah, it's... there you go. CSGO for you. Jumping shots is what we like to do. Cloud9, I would like to see an auto sniper. You're at that point in the game. You got money. Let's just burn them a little more, okay?
At 8-0.
Let's just
Auto
keep it
sniper.
going. Get the auto sniper going. I want to see that.
Well, it's a double up setup again for EchoFox. We saw them try this earlier, and they haven't had the money to go back to it, so see if it's successful this time around.
Shazam, he's playing that AWP in the rail. And Roka, AWP and B again. If they have an AWP and B, I would like for them to cheat a person towards A. You know, because the point of having AWP and B is like you kind of leave him alone, and maybe Sean Garrett can play more towards the middle, and then have like a heavy A setup, heavy fast rotate A, because I mean they've been hitting A so many rounds in a row. You know? Yeah,
they certainly seem to have gambled towards like a mid and B centric tactic, and it doesn't look like it's going to work out at the moment. So here's the A hit, flashbang. Shazam's forced back. He's been so uncomfortable with the flashbangs that Cloud9 has been throwing in both maps that both times we've seen this team play Dust2 tonight. Cloud9's done a great job of minimizing damage taken from Shazam as an AWPer. So it's again a 5-on-5 retake. Barely any damage has been dealt. Here's the SWAT team again. Gonna go for it one more time, and Shroud gets 2 kills. Sean and Freakazoid fall, and Roka right behind that smoke. And Shroud is just waiting, but I feel like, I mean, this is down into a 2-on-2. This has gotten very, very close very quickly. And they're hugging in the smoke. They don't realize it quite yet, and actually Rix finally discovers it, but Shroud gets away. Ninja vanish. And Skadoodle with the AWP is going to peek out. He misses. That's a critical miss. That's a little bit scary now, but he recovers nicely through the edge of the box, and Shroud wins his fight. Triple kill for Shroud on that SWAT drop.
I like that. SWAT
drop.
SWAT drop. So a little Shazam logic. I've been flashed in this spot 15 rounds so far, so let's just keep playing that spot with them off. Why not, right? Maybe they'll miss their flash for the 16th time.
It is pretty interesting. The 2 rounds that EchoFox, I mean, Cloud9 has done that drop with 3 players. They did it in the first Dust2 game. They've done it. Ooh, there's a good win for Shazam with the drop.
Oh, and he pulls out a nade. You're an AWPer. Why are you pulling out a nade? Just AWP more people. You're not going to kill anyone with a smoke or flat. Ugh. Come on. I've seen him do that a lot, too. He pulls out a nade and starts running. You have an AWP. Just shoot them. Anyways.
Yeah, back to the game. I'm not sure what's more entertaining at the point, though. Rix, excuse me, 2 kills, but Automatic brings it into a 2-on-2. Now, nothing in mid. He doesn't realize there's 2 players here, and Sean surprised him a little bit close up. So Automatic's going to get a plant, and then he's got a 1-on-2 to win against an AK and a scout, and on top of the box.
Oh, that's pretty ballsy right there. Automatic, showing no fear. He's not scared of EchoFox.
I mean, you want to talk about ballsy.
It's pushing through. I like this play. It's a 1-on-2. He knows that the person will peek that angle through the smoke.
Ooh! What a catch by Roka. That was huge. Very critical. Automatic. He played that so well. You're right. I mean, he throws that smoke and he looks for the. Ooh! All right, Roka. Fancy. He's showing off. But yeah, he plays that angle and just waits for that peek right on the crack of that smoke, and he punishes that and brings it into a 1-on-1. But that jump up right at the end, and then Roka there with the moves to use the grenade to blow an AWP towards him because he didn't have a kit, so he didn't really have the time to go chase that down.
What a smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man with a smart beard.
Back on the beard, huh?
I'm just so you know I like people with good old facial hair. I'm a little jealous sometimes. And it looks like Cloud9 going to do their B rush. They have 4 people rushing very heavily. This is a good old strat, but it looks like they're going to slow down. They got smoked out, so they're going to cancel it, send some people through lower.
I mean, the idea is to get Skadoodle in position to hold someone trying to jump on platform. And if that smoke plumes, it just seems like it's an automatic cancel of that tactic because he can't cover them. And obviously, you just don't want to go through the smoke like that. But if he's able to contain someone from getting off platform, they have like 1 less angle upon entering the angle that they have to check, it just narrows completely. So here's that reverse smoke that EchoFox did to Cloud9 last time, just maybe 45 minutes ago.
That was Echo. Yeah. And it's a very nice move. I think we will see a lot more teams be doing this kind of stuff. And it looks like they decided to fake it with mind gaming right there. Catching Roka, completely blind. Freakazoid and killing Shroud. This exchange is going all around.
Yeah, I mean these flashbangs from Cloud9 have been incredible on this map, at least this time around. So as they enter that B bomb site, one flashbang in those double doors blinds the defense and just eliminates it right off the map. So well done by Cloud9 to set that up. They do the reverse smoke first, and they do, as soon as that's about to fade, they do the standard mid to B smoke. And Stewie, he's gonna get caught off guard by Rix. But still, I mean, this is a huge first half. This time, Cloud9 has not dropped the ball. EchoFox has no way to get back into this game, and nothing even catches out Shazam there. Not prepared for Rix to be that close. And he's got to try and survive with this AWP, and he's not going to do it. Pulls out the pistol right before automatic peaks. 10-1, and that's a huge punish. This is double save territory for at least 3 of them.
It looks like Cloud9 is going to have a monster half unless they drop the ball on this Eco, and EchoFox is like, we need rounds, so we're going to buy up pistol armor for across the board.
I mean, it might be because, I mean, part of it, yeah, because this is, the scoreline is so, such a disparity, but also just because with the double save, why not just buy and see what happens, because you're going to be saving twice even if you buy or not.
This is true, Jason. Wise words.
Stewie in the smoke doing a little bit of extra damage, and actually it's Freakazoid just going to push right through with that 5-7, but all his success gets taken away as Automatic has taken over this A bomb site. Now Freakazoid does have an AK and he's in pit, but Automatic knows it and they don't even have to take that fight. They can just leave him there. Still get this bomb planted for Catwalk, Molotov to cover from CT spawn, and Cloud9 is going to push their way up towards 11.
A nice move by Cloud9, just reading EchoFox like a book. Nothing. It almost caught off guard, and Freakazoid getting turned down, just missing a shot. Now Sean Gary is just lurking through the B lower tunnels. And Automatic's like, hey, almost headshot you. Why not?
Is that your Automatic impression?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, automatically headshot. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
So, I mean, yeah, now there's really no opportunity for them to buy in this round. That they have to just, you know, save this one, no armor, no real nades. They've upgraded a couple pistols, but they have to just basically say, we need to play for 3 rounds. Cloud9 looking angry after taking their first loss of the season. Yeah, people were speculating if they could go undefeated the whole way. Tough task, but it looked like it was going to be likely with the way they were playing and the fact that they didn't have to play SK until I think the last 2 matches of the season. So everything seemed to be in the cards for that to be a possibility. But EchoFox played spoiler, not much else in this second map.
Yeah, EchoFox just really not adjusting on their CT side. The one round they won was when they had people Catwalk. They pushed Catwalk. But now they decide they don't want to do that ever again, and so they're going to keep losing rounds.
I mean, this always begs the question in this kind of a scenario: is there an advantage to either the team that loses or the team that wins when you have to play them on the same map back to back?
Not necessarily. I thought Cloud9 would be better because they're a team that would adjust a lot better than most teams. They seem like they have a lot of different play styles and everything, and they're a well-oiled machine, Jason. They could do whatever. They could rush. They can take things slow. They could do default. They could mix it up. I mean, Cloud9 is a top team for a reason because they have all the aspects of the game right now.
They have it all.
They got it all.
Yeah, and actually, again, it looks like they're just going to get just like a blind tactic win here because there's only one player over towards B, although unfortunately Stewie loses that battle, but still it's going to be a 4-on-1. And Roka, they know exactly where he is. He's trying to win that Molotov. That's going to seal it. Going to force him to the open. He gets 2 dinks, but no kills. That's unfortunate, but he's still done so much to help his team win this round. Automatic through the smoke. When is he going to pounce it? It's perfect. Shazam again with the nade out. I know that's going to trigger you. Sean outside B can do absolutely nothing, and this is going to delay rotations as well because Automatic, they have to clear him out of position. Actually, fortunately, they spot him. Freakazoid sees him jumping in lower B tunnel, so they can cross without having to worry. They only have 2 flashbangs. They do have a kit onto Rix and 2 very low Cloud9 players.
Cloud9 does have a couple more flashes and grenade.
They're not going to go for this. Yeah, the Molotov's going to force Sean away, and they've already called for the save. Freakazoid's already out towards long. So an early decision not to go for that retake.
So for Shazam right there to kind of pull out his nade, there's 4 people alive left, and they're almost already in B bomb site. You always have to expect an anchor, like in middle or just top middle, anywhere. Like you gotta expect, like in this game, people love to push through smoke, or flash push smoke. It's just what a lot of people do, and so like you kind of have to expect things like that. Especially at a high pro level play. Like, people are going to do a little risky things. You're up 13-1, you're going to be a little riskier than if they were down 13-1, you know? They're going to play safer. There's an auto sniper.
Yeah, there's 2 auto snipers for you, and they do minimal. Sean gets hit down towards 75. But at least he's in the bomb site this time with Roka. 2 players here. But again, nothing finds the opening kill. Roka's inside the smoke. This is what the timing he chooses. He gets 1 kill, but Scoodle trades it off. Stewie, that pop flash over the top. Is he gonna? Oh, he gets 1. That's a good shot. Rix is close up, and he didn't realize it so far. But I mean, they can afford to throw life away for. They can afford that trade basically. 13-1. Cloud9 looking at just making the second half pretty easy for themselves.
Yeah, a little too easy.
There's a lot of nades though that EchoFox can use in this retake. There's a smoke and a Molotov still. 2 flashes. So they have some options open. They go for the back plat Molotov. No one's there this time. So it's just going to get so tough. Freaks are trying to come in. Nothing goes well there. And Rix gets cleaned out. 14-1. Cloud9 not in the mood to have a long match to end their evening.
They're tired. They're jet lagged. They want to get this done. So Stewie can rank ass right after this match.
I imagine Stewie's going to go take a nap from all that travel. But either way, it's 14-1. Can EchoFox pull off a monumental comeback? We'll see after the break. Stay tuned.
He's gonna get the 1 kill in that bomb incoming down to the side. FNX has to stay alive. Oh, he gets the triple FNX! Oh my god, what a way to win that round! They don't have a smoke, so this over still. Oh, that!
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, TheScoreEsports.com, Mountain Dew, and ESEA.
Welcome back to ESL Pro League for the last half of the evening. It could be a short one. Shorter as the man with the mustache here. Could be shorter than your mustache, is what I try to say.
My mustache is short. I thought it's pretty standard size. It's regulation
Pretty
size.
average size?
Yeah.
Well, it's getting late. We're all going a little bit insane, but we are going to get started with the second half. It could be very quick.
It could be. It could be quick.
Yes, it could be. We'll find out. But what a dominant first half from Cloud9.
Very dominant. They kept abusing that long A kind of setup with the flashing off Shazam over and over again, and they did not adjust. With the one round that EchoFox did win is when they were playing up Catwalk, and that came down almost to 2-on-1, or almost lost the 1-on-2.
So I feel like the reality of this is going to be that EchoFox, with the position they're in the standings, well, I think they're 9-4 now after that win earlier against Cloud9. They're going to be so happy to just split maps with Cloud9 when you think about it. We have to remember as well. I mean, EchoFox, there are no slouches on Dust2. This is a team that beat Navi on Dust2 as well.
I mean, I don't think they'll be happy. I think Sean Garrett is going to be very upset. You know, he's gonna have
I mean, like, let's put it in
rage.
perspective. This is Cloud9's been in an insane form. They've been beating some very, very good teams over the European tournaments they've been to, and to just split 1-1. I mean, that's something where you've got to be very happy with that in the grand scheme of the standings. You know, the goal is to make playoffs. You don't have to dominate to get there. Just make playoffs.
Okay, sure. I agree with you halfway. I'll halfway agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I'm kind of mindset where I want to dominate everyone that I play. You know, give them just destroy people, win every game. If I lose 14-1 and a half, I'm going to be pretty upset. Even if I win split 1-1 with a top team. I play to be number 1, Jason.
Okay.
I'm sure they're playing to be number 1. Even though they're not number 1, they got to play for number 1.
Yeah, well, I mean, now they well, speaking of one, they only got one round.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So now they've got a big comeback to make it. And this is the thing. I mean, I guess maybe they're just saying, let's see if we can make this massive comeback. How legendary would this be if we could come back from 1 to 14?
It'd be pretty legendary.
You think
I've seen it before. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, we all have. Usually on Nuke.
Usually, yes, Nuke is definitely one of those maps. It's happened to me a couple times on the map.
Still stings to this day?
Actually, I'm the one who came back, so I feel good about that. Yeah.
Nice.
We were down like 13-2, and they were like, okay, let's just win 14-1. And that's what we did. We won 14-1 and we won the map. It was great.
Who was that against? Was this like a
against
tournament?
Punkville's team. Way back.
That's a throwback.
Punkville, old name. And it was a good time.
No one knows what that means. So we are live into the second half of this round.
No one knows.
Moving on. Bringing it back full circle. Reel it in. So.
Looks like Skadoodle, being the team player that he is, smoke, kit. Very nice. And boy, here's interesting by EchoFox. They have 2 flashes, and they smoke off the cat. Flashback, automatic.
This is scary. They've got to bail out much quicker than they currently are. Automatic gets caught. Still manages to get one. He's still alive. Shroud recovers nicely. Automatic with the reload. He goes for another one, but he can't do it. But this has stopped EchoFox cold. Nothing going the way of EchoFox on this second map of Dust2. It seemed like they had such an opportunity to punish those 2 players, and actually 2 still very low. But Shroud plays hero this round. Automatic with that opening kill buys the time for Shroud to get away and get one more kill, and that's huge. 15-1 now. So
Yeah.
it looks like that comeback just might not happen.
I mean, they're going to have to start winning now if they want their comeback. But the flashes that they toss in Catwalk, it initially flashed them, but then once they were turning the corner, they were not blind. And then that's where the kills happened. And so maybe they got to time their flashes a little better in that setup. Double nade long.
This
Roka.
time the double nades do work, but Sean wins that battle. Shroud really is trying to just end this game at the moment. I mean, still, they lose Shroud, but it's no huge loss. It's just an MP9 that Roka recovers, and still, I mean, look at all the damage that's been done. Roka and Sean are very, very soon to die. Still a massive advantage in terms of weaponry. Nothing all alone in pit. He's going to peek up, but he gets destroyed by Roka.
Yes, very nice. But now they have to cross long. They do smoke. So Cloud9 has a pretty good idea that they are taking A at this moment.
Yeah, but there's the scout chiming in, and there's a big gap in that smoke. Shazam's tagged up. He can't even get across. Bomb is going to get planted, but how does EchoFox think they can hold this? It's going to be so difficult. 2 Deagles, a Famas, and 2 very, very low HP players, both of them on 10, so can't take a single point of damage. Molotov is going to go into the bomb site, so Freakazoid jumps out preemptively. Flashbang's out as well, so Freakazoid can even try to do no damage, but he's got to be the one to take point here with this HP. Shazam trying to get a headshot, and he does. Finds the angle on Skadoodle. Freakazoid jumping into the smoke. This might be the play to make, and he comes around. He finds Stewie, can't get the next one, but there's the jumping scout. Shazam and Roka survive, and EchoFox get their second round.
Nice try by Freakazoid right there. It's hopping up. He made a big play right there. And nice shots. Shroud, though, he may have lost his team that round by being so pushy like that. Yeah, you're up 15-1, but, you know, why not just win 16-1? You know, why not just finish the game strong instead of being so aggressive?
One of those crazy plays, perhaps, where he just says they're not going to expect this at this level.
This is true.
Scout battle going on, and Shazam wins it pretty clean. Nothing's tagged up as well. He does find a Deagle kill. Freakazoid out towards long. And there's Rix with the P90 again. So, I mean, investment from Cloud9, I think that's a full buy from them. They're all, yeah, they all invested into this round. So they're going to have to double save after this. They went for it to try and just respond and end the game right away, but it doesn't work out.
No, it does not. Stewie has a scout. He's in a little trouble, trying to take shots, but not hitting.
Well, you know, they're not lined up for him this time. They're not coming at him one by one.
This is true. They played that a little smarter. They're like, nope, not going to get scouted again by Stewie. And now, yes, a double save coming up. Cloud9.
That was pretty mad, though.
It was.
They were just, like, lining up single file. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Let's all pull out our nades at the same time.
The nades and EchoFox players is really, really tilting you tonight.
I mean, it's...
we don't have to go into it. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. I didn't want to get into it.
Yeah.
I think you're saving me.
Some anger issues with nade usage.
I see it too much.
Well,
Jason.
you've got to be happy about that nade. Stewie down to 8 HP. And even Skadoodle down to 23. That's really dirty. So Catwalk in mid-stack, but the nades make it pretty much ineffective. Rix does get dropped by Automatic, who is one of the mid players. But there shouldn't really be any more damage that EchoFox can take here. Bomb is in upper B tunnels. They left it there, so that's why there's no plant yet. But not a huge deal. It should just be a simple matter of cleaning things up.
Easy round for EchoFox. Taking that, only losing one person, and this guy with a P90, so not too bad, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
Let's see the AWP. See what you can do with the AWP, Shazam. See a door shot.
Double save again for Cloud9. This time they bought... Okay, so they bought, I think they bought 3 nades. I think 2 players threw theirs for the cross, so a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe trying to just, you know, make the perception that they've bought in this round with that nade used to cross, and maybe just trying to mask how many actually cross, but it's nothing. Who's going to be pushing up Catwalk towards mid. Pop flash in the air, and he sees nothing. Shazam is far back with that AWP as well, and you can be sure he's going to be very, very cautious. He gets that pick, but Shroud wins the battle against Rix in lower B.
Damage
Yeah,
right there.
I wonder where that came from.
I don't know
Either way, the A-bomb side is lost.
A-bomb says lost. Frigazord's about to plant the bomb. Roka, nice nade kills. Okay, so they're having some nice nade kills, okay? But, you know, you gotta pick and choose when you're gonna pull out this nade.
Well, Stewie, the last one left. So 5 to 15. Can they do it, Eric?
No.
All right.
Yes, you know what, Jason? They could, but I don't think they will.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna complete. I'd say it's a 5% chance.
5% chance.
5%. What about you? What do you think?
Oh, I don't think it happens.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not even close.
Not even close. This is, I mean, the double up setup on the T side is a little interesting, because I don't think they did this in the first map, so maybe this catches them off guard. The tough part, ooh, I mean, that'll always help. I think the tough part is when you see Shroud making that play like he did. I mean, it's not a huge issue. Oh, what? Another up pick blind. So 5-on-3, so a little bit of a lifeline here for EchoFox. Definitely in a dominant position in this round. Now they can just slow things down. They know, I mean, here's the thing. Cloud9 has to make some kind of an information gathering play to see if they can stack somewhere to overcome this deficit. So this is where EchoFox can just take these positions, these map control, and just watch for every push, and they'll be able to punish this.
And looks like Skadoodle is going to push Cat, but Rix spots the nade. But they don't know he's there. Now they know he's there.
It's a little antsy on the peak. Sees Shazam jumping, goes for that flick, and misses it, and then he's just overly exposed. That Molotov as well prevents him from falling back. So awkward situation for Skadoodle to be in. And now nothing is next up. He's on the ramp. Gets a dink, but cannot complete the kill. So a clean round for EchoFox. The 2 ops start things out. And now it's just a matter of finding Automatic if they want to chase this down.
Yeah, so being up 15-5 in that situation. Sorry, I just cut you off right there, Jason.
No, you're good. Go on.
Say, already being up 15-5, I would actually prefer to see Cloud9 save the AWP and 2 rifles instead of trying to make a play. I mean, yeah, you want to win, but I mean, you have plenty of rounds to work with. Now they're going to have to save another round, and it's just, you know.
So I was going to say, here's where there's an opportunity for EchoFox, despite how massive of a comeback this would be. But, I mean, the opportunity is that, you know, you look back to that play Shroud made, just kind of running in on that second round. I mean, if those are the kind of plays that Cloud9 is going to be making consistently, and they didn't happen on that first gun round. All right, Stewie, the scout for him has been a frightening weapon.
Primary.
But if those are the plays, those small mistakes, if EchoFox can punish a couple here and there, then that's their way back into this.
Yeah, exactly. And it started from that one careless death. Like, you kind of, you know, he dies, his teammate Long was just overran, and it just kind of snowballed into this effect. And if EchoFox does come back, I mean, it could lead up to that one play just started it all. Started it, but I mean, get stuck.
There's nothing. He had the angle but couldn't land the shots. Skadoodle gets a deagle shot, and he's tagged up Shazam a little bit. So Automatic is an AK, so it's not inconceivable that he could win this.
He doesn't have a kit, though, so he has to...
Yeah, it would have to be very, very quick. And he's going out towards Long, so he might... You know, he could... I believe Sean had an op in T-spawn. So actually that nade, he's just going to try and distract him, make him give their attention to Catwalk, and it works at least for the initial fight. Now he spots Shazam. I think he saw Shazam peek out like that. He knows he's in the site, definitely hears these footsteps, but cannot close it out for him. Shazam, this is an awkward fight for him to take. Automatic's going to push forward, but nice control. Shazam recovers and just uses that box perfectly. Sprays through the edge. It's going to be a buy this round anyways. I was going to say there was an opt-down at T-spawn, I think, that Automatic could have gone to grab, unless maybe EchoFox hit it, but could have gotten off with the next round. Either way, goes for the win. Not a bad idea. He had the time for it.
He did.
And they're going to buy this round anyway, so it's not like they lost out on anything. So overall, not a bad idea. 15-7, still 8 rounds for Cloud9 to play with.
Wow, being a little cheeky here.
Well, I mean, it's maybe this is that U5 versus Mouse Sports match that you had, where you're down so much after the first half, you just got to get a little bit crazy and do the unexpected.
That's true, and it could work out in their favor. They will not expect 3 alps, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they switch one out. Well, Roka has he's bringing it somewhere.
He's like literally taking, I think, both guns to long A. I think he keeps dropping, picking it up.
I mean, if you use 3 ops, if you actually go for that tactic, it's going to slow things out very much. But yeah, the benefit is that Cloud9 might not expect you to have ops on 2 different locations of the map.
This is true, and EchoFox does have their 4 people towards that mid area. They're going to try to do the strat that works so well is that cat drop, but nothing is by that CT spawn, so oh no, looks like they're going to back off from it. They might toss a fake, so Freakazoid might toss a smokes and flash up there. No smoke though, never mind.
It would, I mean, he doesn't have a smoke. He has a Molotov and a flash, and it seems like even EchoFox is a little bit confused on what they want to do. Now they're going to come back over towards Catwalk. This could still be a fake, but it's looking more and more likely. There's a lot of Molotovs on the CG side as well, and everyone's in the same bomb site this time. Shroud's actually in the site. You have Scoodle with the AWP at car, and you have nothing in CT spawn. So Shroud's going to be the big player behind this smoke, and they can't wait for it to subside. So this could be a huge play for him, but it does actually disappear, but he still gets 2 kills. Skadoodle's turn. He misses that shot, and that's critical. And even Shazam chiming in on nothing. So good play from Shroud, but the defense just can't hold. Automatic coming up the stairs. He loses his fight as well. And this is all turned in the tide of EchoFox. They're lined up for Stewie again. He gets 1 kill, but thankfully they adjust right at the last moment.
Skadoodle missing that off shot. That's like one of the easiest shots to hit in this map, especially if you're not even blind or anything. It's like just unfortunate that he missed his shot. It could have been a round win right there if he hit that kill. Could have ended it, but he didn't.
All right, so now we're getting a little. Now this is getting a little sketchy. Now we've got a little bit of a game on our hands here. So back onto the pistols for just Cloud9, as they're letting this one slip pretty far.
Cloud9, they're just pushing right out B tunnels right away, so they know it's going to be an A take without a doubt. Stewie is already pushed up B tunnels, Automatic, still in the tunnels area, and now it looks like they're going to fall back. I don't agree with this too much. Sean Gears is watching T-spawn, so I guess it is pretty smart by Cloud9. But I would like for them to keep the people in B tunnels and over-rotate towards A.
Well, they have the information, right? So if they spotted the op way back towards T-spawn. So someone watching from that deep of an angle, that just lets you know that there's no one in B tunnels whatsoever.
Yes.
Still keeping 2 players there in case they come back, just being honest, but they could cheat or rotate if they had wanted to. With these guns at range, doesn't matter for that Deagle of Shroud, and he's got an angle around the smoke tower. This still could be dangerous. Nade comes out, Shroud, he finds one more, and another one. Oh, those might be right through the smoke. I think he just jumped over and saw someone, and now nothing's there to boost for him as well. This is so sketchy, so dangerous for EchoFox. Good nade, though, brings Shroud down low. This boost will give up that there's 2 players here. And he finds another one. Shroud going for the ace. He's got 4 kills. That Molotov might just do it. Shaw, the last one left, and he gets another kill. Down into a 1-on-2, but he's got no HP. And he's going to have to walk up long, and they're just going to peek him. As soon as they hear the footstep, 2 players there, and he misses the op shot, and that does it. Shroud, 4 kills with the Deagle. It closes things out. So Cloud9, they lose their first match, but they go 1-1. Or EchoFox goes 1-1, whichever way you look at it. I think EchoFox is going to be happy with that one. But a good night all around for them.
Good night. They did all right on the first map. You know, they won against Cloud9, handed their first loss. That's huge. It sucks to lose on an eco, though. It's like the worst way to lose.
Especially what they were on, I think, a 7-round run at that point, or 8-round run after starting off 15-1 after losing that second half pistol. So, yeah. That's good recovery from Cloud9 if they started to let a couple rounds slip away, but just so many opportunities. We're gonna chat with the analysts here, see what they have to think. The night has been closed out, boys. How was it?
Was a little nervous. I was a little nervous for C9. Thought that EchoFox was going to come back and do it. But all in all, if you're EchoFox, you got to be feeling pretty good. You know, splitting games with C9, giving them their first loss, they did it.
Yeah, they gave them the first loss. They got a much-needed win to help their case, you know, to climb up the rankings, to get in that top 6. The second Dust2 match, it seemed like it felt like it was a blowout the whole way through. Obviously, it was like a dominant first half. It started to slip a little bit in that second half, but I think maybe Cloud9 just let off on the gas a little bit. That first, or the 15-1, we saw like Shroud just kind of like fooning around, like getting close to long doors. It seemed like they weren't taking it super serious with such a huge lead, knowing that eventually they would close it. Automatic had a really good game for Cloud9. I think overall they played pretty well. Skadoodle was a little bit quiet. We saw him there on the CT side miss like an off shot that he's characteristically not going to miss. 90% of the time he's going to hit that shot on the guy crossing if he's not blind at Game Helper. And then on the other side for EchoFox, that first half, I think Sean really struggled to get it going. After 15 or 16 rounds, he had like 1, maybe 2 kills. Picked it up there in the half, but it was not enough real estate for them to reel that back in.
Yeah, not at all. And you called it. You said that C9 was most likely going to make the necessary adjustments, you know, based on scenarios that they faced in the previous Dust2, and they did so, and EchoFox wasn't able to counter.
It seemed like they were just like, all right, Stewie, just go run and kill everything. That was what they did for the first 6 or 7 rounds. They had a huge lead. Automatic ended up playing, like, I think with the 24 kills that he had, was statistically their best player, but Stewie was just opening up sights. And the fact that they started T side, I think, was hugely beneficial for them. Their CT side we saw in the first match wasn't super good. It wasn't very strong. They gave up a lot of rounds. They didn't really change things up too much. So to have a huge lead like that, your CT side literally needed to get, 2 rounds. So when you have that big of a lead, they obviously loosened up. They kind of played a little bit, probably had some fun. And it was starting to get in that territory where they were probably like, all right, guys, let's dial it down. Let's focus. Let's just get this last round. But at the end of the day, it's a 1-1, and they're 16-1, 3-1 on the night.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, not a good day for Team Liquid. Not the best day ever for C9. But if you're EchoFox Energy Esports, got to be feeling really good, especially if you're Energy. I mean, these guys really boosted their stock to make their way into those playoff finals where the top 16s are going to be making out. If you're, you know, Optic, Renegades, you got to be a little bit worried based on what you saw today. But again, Liquid, they're probably the team that is most likely, you know, going to be on the outside looking in. They're going to have to really step it up. I know that they do have ESL 1 coming up. They're probably looking forward to that. But for as much as in the Pro League, it's not been the Liquid that we were expecting.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier in the pregame. There's 8 or 9 teams that are going to be vying out for 6 spots. So there's going to be some teams that are going to miss it. This is a huge win. No other team, obviously, has been able to beat Cloud9. So for EchoFox to get this win is very important for their hopes at the playoffs. Energy with a very, very strong performance today. That's the two wins they had over Liquid were huge. They were, I would imagine, underdogs, even maybe just slightly in that. And if you're Team Liquid, you're kind of back to the drawing board, scratching your head and trying to figure out what it is that you're missing right now that's not allowing the skill that team has to show up come match day.
All right, well, let's take a look at today's results and just see how everything panned out. If you missed our first 2 matches of the day, that was Dust2 and Cobblestone. The two teams battling it out were Team Liquid and Energy Esports. As you can see, Energy walking away with that 2-0. And then the matches that we just saw again on Dust2 back-to-back, C9 and EchoFox splitting games.
First map on Dust2 was super weird, 13-2 half, followed by I think a 12-3 half. Very rare that you see that kind of a one-sided on both halves, and like on the T side for both teams.
Yeah.
But Energy was able to hang on and get that win, and then just completely blew Liquid away on Cobblestone. Looked really strong. We talked to God B in the interview afterwards, and he said they were very prepared on Cobble, and it absolutely showed. And then the loss for Cloud9 on Dust2, the EchoFox gets that win. It seemed like Cloud9's CT side was the real big issue there. Not dynamic, didn't really change stuff up. They seemed to stick with that same setup round after round, and just didn't have enough rounds T side to have that poor of a performance CT side. And then the last Dust2 of the night, 3 out of 4 maps being Dust2 today. It's kind of unique. Just a huge T side from Cloud9. Gave themselves so much room to work with in their CT side that even though EchoFox was able to string some rounds together, it was just not going to happen.
Yes, so some pretty interesting matches today, but tomorrow we're going to have another handful of good matches for you. It's going to be Optic Gaming taking on EchoFox, and then EchoFox going up against SK. All 3 of these teams, Ryu, they're up in there for that discussion for top 6.
I mean, just a critical day of matches. If you're any of the teams listed right here, which is only 3, because EchoFox is playing a lot of Counter-Strike apparently for ESL Pro League the next day, today and tomorrow. Dust2 was only 2 out of the 4 maps, so we get sort of a little bit of a break, but we know EchoFox is actually playing both those Dust2 maps. We know that they're good at it. We've
Obviously.
seen it. And so if you're Optic, you need to come out, play really, really well. SK, I think, had a pretty swift 2-0 over CLG on the B stream today, so they're starting to kind of kick into momentum. They got their full 5 back. It's a really important day of matches for all the teams
Was
involved.
Dust2 the map that they lost 16-0 or 0-16 against Renegades as well? So
yes.
that's definitely something to take note of. So good opportunity for EchoFox, especially because they took a game from C9 today. And we were wondering if that whole 6-0 start, if they're going to be able to hold up and play against these top caliber teams. It looks like they're able to deliver.
I think if there was ever a map to upset SK on for EchoFox, if it's not Nuke, it's probably Dust2. So they're probably very happy with the way the vetoes turned out on that to have that as an opportunity. If they split with SK, you're very, very, very happy with that. Maybe even more so than splitting with C9, just because SK is the best team in the world, and now they're back at full strength and they're playing like it. It's a very, very scary team. They play great Counter-Strike. It should be really fun to watch tomorrow.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for day 17. On behalf of everyone at ESL, thank you so much for tuning in. And be sure to watch tomorrow. The pregame show starts at 4:45.